student, you help them understand how.
And their skills just grow. You can see it every year. Communication skills grow, how they interact with patients. It's really nice to see the velocity.
The school itself, the didactic curriculum, is set up to allow these students to flourish.
Teaching and interacting with the students. I like interacting with the students very much, especially in school.
My overall objective, I just wanted to do something that made a difference in the world. And so I thought chemical engineer might be able to start looking at pharmacy. I said, okay, it's a different scale of making a difference. We're still making a difference one person at a time.
Sometimes you flip the classroom. Sometimes I allow the students to be instructed and switch places. I go back and sit as a student. I like this, and I think they like this also.
As I got into pharmacy education, I fell in love with it. It really became my passion to make pharmacy better. So everything for 25 years I've been involved in pharmacy, and I feel like that has been my motivation is to just continue to do this profession further and further.
Call you back and say, I asked this question about asthma, or I asked a question about substance abuse or opioids, and I should be the answer. I mean, that does give me that.
If I had to go back and do everything, I would absolutely choose pharmacy. I have no regrets that I chose this as my career. watching the student, they come in as a P1 and just watch them grow and mature.
When you have that student come in and say, you know, H just had that before, you really well with the student, or what was the class for the actual, the way you teach it is very systematic and makes sense. And so when you have someone come in and tell you everything, that at least for that student, you start looking at things.
And their skills just grow, you can see it every year. communication skills, learn how they interact with patients. It's really nice to see the velocity.
The school itself.
Those don't work.
Curriculum
They don't work.
To allow the students to flourish.
Teaching and interacting with the students, I like interacting with the students, especially in small groups.
My overall decade, I just wanted to do something that made a difference in their lives. So if I ended up looking at my life, I started looking at pharmacy. It's a different skill that make a difference. It's going to make a difference one person at a time.
Sometimes we flip the classroom. Sometimes I allow the students to be the instructor and switch places. I go back and sit as a student. I like this, and I think they like this also.
As I got into pharmacy education, I fell in love with it. It really became my passion to make pharmacy better. So over the 25 years I've been involved in pharmacy, that has been my motivation to continue to do this professional program.
If I had to go back and do everything, I would absolutely choose pharmacy. I'm really impressed. I chose this as my favorite.
The school itself, the didactic curriculum is set up to allow the
different scale of difference can make a difference on a person by person.
Sometimes we flip the classroom. Sometimes I allow the students to be constructive and switch places. I go back and see as a student. I like this, and I think they really like this.
As I got really pharmacy education that I fell in love with, it really became my passion to make pharmacy better. So I was 25 years I've been involved in pharmacy. I just been found motivation to continue to use the professional motivation.
I had to go back and do it again, but I really was I chose this one. really enjoy watching the student that come in and pay more money and just watching them grow into
when you have that student come in and say, you know, age to that, or this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to actually, you know, the way you teach it is a very systematic
skills just grow and see it every year. Communication skills, identification. It's really nice to see the loss of.
The school itself, the didactic curriculum, is set up to allow the students to flourish.
Teaching and interacting with the students, I like interacting with the students very much, especially in experiences.
My overall objective, I just wanted to do something to make a difference in that. My chemical engineer might be able to start working in pharmacy. I said, okay, it's a different scale of making a difference. It's going to make a difference one person at a time.
Sometimes we feel the classroom. Sometimes I allow the students to be constructive like this, and I think they like this also.
As I got into pharmacy education and fell in love with it, it really became my passion to be pharmacy better. So really, the 25 years I've been involved in pharmacy, I feel like that has been my motivation to just continue to do this profession further.
Call you back and say, asthma, or I got a question about, substance abuse.
I had to go back and do it. I had no regrets. I chose this.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2018 University of Charleston School of Pharmacy Honors and Awards and Rites of Passage ceremony. We do ask that you silence your cell phones and kindly refrain from flash photography during the ceremony, with the exception of our professional photographer, of course. Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments and achievements of our student pharmacists, faculty, and preceptors throughout the 2017-2018 academic year. Pharmacy education includes three very important facets: the didactic curriculum, experiential education, and professional development through co-curricular engagement. The students we recognize this evening have achieved success in these areas, but more importantly, they have exhibited a commitment to the pharmacy profession and to providing optimal patient care. This afternoon, I came across a quote from Brent Brown that included only 3 simple words. Those words were courage, compassion, and connection. The students we recognize this evening truly exemplify courage. The courage to do the right thing, even if that sometimes means standing alone. Compassion to treat patients and colleagues with dignity and respect. And connection. Connection is very important to our patients, and those we recognize tonight have made significant connections to those individuals as well as their peers and their colleagues and also their community. We hope that by recognizing their efforts and commitments this evening, that everyone in attendance will be inspired to make a significant difference in their communities and the world around them. It is through courage, compassion, and connection that we can all work toward a better tomorrow. And with that said, I'd like to introduce our university president, Dr. Ed Welch.
Okay, let's try this again. Good evening. Good evening. Oh my gosh. Good evening. Good evening. There you go. It's great to see you here, and to family members and friends, welcome to the University of Charleston. The students and faculty, welcome to the auditorium. We are glad to have you here, and I hope that you have caught and that you exude the creativity and innovation that we champion at the university. We continue to celebrate being the home of excellence via the national championship that our men's soccer team won. And now today we are the home also to the excellence that we celebrate in the accomplishments of those of you who are pharmacy students that are being recognized. And I'm pleased to be able to sit here and champion you and salute you and say congratulations for all you have accomplished, and best wishes in all that you will do. Welcome. And now the Dean of the School of Pharmacy will bring you her word of greeting, and I was brief, so I did not steal her comments this time. Dr. Michelle Easton.
Good evening. It is with brief remarks that I will share that it is at this time that we want to recognize some special guests. We have some persons here who have demonstrated the core value of the profession of pharmacy, one of which is to be altruistic. And the reason why we are here, or part of the reasons why we are here, is because some persons felt in their heart the importance of giving back, providing financial support, and or other ways to adequately recognize the excellence of our students in the School of Pharmacy, as well as our faculty members, staff, and preceptors who will also be recognized on this evening. So we have approximately 25 or 26 or so awards that we will be given because of the generosity of many persons. Some of those individuals come to us and have provided their financial support coming from some of our community pharmacies. We have some national pharmacy organizations. We have some graduates, as well as some of our own faculty and staff who feel so compelled to give that we are having the opportunity to recognize excellence on this evening. So I would ask all individuals who have donated money for the awarding of recognition on this evening to please stand and be recognized. Throughout the events on this evening, you will hear the specific names of where and who has provided financial support for this evening. But I'd like at this time to recognize the parents, the special friends and supporters of either the class members of the class of 2019 who will be recognized in the rites of passage ceremony, and or friends, family members who are here for recipients of awards. Please, if you don't want to stand, if you would at least wave your hands so that we can recognize and acknowledge you as special guests. And last but certainly not least, I want to recognize those individuals who hold offices in professional pharmacy organizations. I know that one person for sure is one of our faculty members who's a member of the West Virginia Board of Pharmacy, but we've extended invitations to the West Virginia Pharmacists Association and the West Virginia Society of Health System Pharmacists. So if we have any individuals who hold a state or national appointment on a pharmacy organization board, would you please wave your hands or stand to be recognized. So the value in the ways in which you are a good presenter is that you don't take too long to say what you have to say. And I've said what I needed to say as it relates to welcoming special guests. We are glad that you are here, and we want to move to the next part of the program, which is having the opportunity to hear from the very talented, very dedicated, and always generous with their time, the University Singers under the direction of Dr. Joe Yanish. If they would come forward for a musical selection at this time. We said we couldn't find them. So, they are singing a solo. They're singing Solo We Can't Hear. So if we're able to identify the location of the University Singers, we'll have them come and sing for us during this session. But if not, what we're going to do at this particular time is continue to move with the program. So having said that, it is at this time that we will start with our Honors and Awards portion of the presentation. And Dr. Becky Linger will be providing our first award and recognitions.
Funny thing happened to me on my way home from the first day of classes. Each semester, our students engage in co-curricular activities to enhance their understanding and competency as student pharmacists. The e-portfolio is designed to provide intentional assessment of co-curricular learning as required by the 2016 ACPE standards. Each student is required to show competency in 6 areas: advocacy, cultural awareness, interprofessional education, leadership, public health, and scholarship. I will be reading the names of the students who have earned each badge during the 2017 fall, and I would ask that you hold your applause until the end of each badge. Starting with the Advocacy Badge in the class of 2019, Roger Davidson, Kelsey Durson, Irini Faleras, Rachel Piet, Sydney Sowell. In the class of 2020, Jake Madison, Linda Nguyen, Florence Polly, Huang Vu. Join me in congratulating the recipients of the Advocacy Badge. For the Cultural Awareness Badge, in the class of 2019, Hassan Abutam, Allison Adams, Georgia Kumbo, Christopher Burko, Nathaniel Ferguson, Giovanni Gonzalez, Evelyn Ito, Tony Iwu, Ajeda Mba, Blanche Nidafon, and Michael Okabuku. Sorry, Michael. Okabuku. In the class of 2020, Taylor Douglas, Sammy El Sayed, Danielle Hatfield Hoff, Jaridi Heron, Suluk Jeong, Walter Kwe, Victor Nguyen, and Victor Obi. In the class of 2021, Dakota Kodnor and Omar Dabara. Join me in congratulating the recipients of the badge. Okay. For the Interprofessional Badge, Interprofessional Education Badge, In the class of 2019, George Kumbo, Jasiri Boshian, Giovanni Gonzalez, Catherine Howerton, Evelyn Ito, Tony Iwu, Ajayda Mba, Rachel Piet, Haley Price, Sydney Sowell, Heidi Whitman. In the class of 2020, Linda Nguyen and Glennis Watts. And that is interprofessional education. For our leadership badge, in the class of 2019, Christopher Burko, Jessica Ferris, Evelyn Ito, Afundum Tanyi, Sarah Yagovich. In the class of 2020, Florence Polly. And that is our leadership badge. For the public health badge in the class of 2019, Hassan Abaton, George Akumbu, Roger Davidson, Kelsey Duerson, Jessica Ferris, Giovanni Gonzalez, Tony Iwu, Ajayda Mba, and Sydney Sowell. In the class of 2020, we have Kristen Bradley, Vincent Chun, Jevik Dunn, Michael Joyce, Clara Kima, Kiara Laws, Jake Madison, Abdul Karim Mohammed, and Yuan Ngong, and Stephanie Turner. And that is our public health badge. Finally, the badge that is near and dear to my heart, the scholarship badge, the class of 2019, Hassan Abutan, Allison Adams, George Akumbu, Christopher Burko, Jasiri I'm murdering her name, Boshiam, Giovanni Gonzalez, Tony Ulu, Betty Kazuto, Michael Okabugu, see, I got a chance to say it again, I got it right the second time, and Austin Shambach. In the class of 2020, Elaine Che, Vincent Chung, Jevik Dunn, Zachary Grimmett, Danielle Hatfield-Hoff, Clara Kima, Dongyi Lam, Kiara Laws, Vincent Nguyen, Aisha Shakur, Sean Mai Tron, Technica Tucker, and Logan White. And that is our scholarship. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Gardner, again, who will be presenting the American Institute of the History of Pharmacy and the Margaret A. Bissett Scholarship. I'm bringing my crutches to you.
Each fall I have the pleasure of teaching and coordinating the History of Pharmacy elective. And this is the second or third year that we've had the opportunity to award the American Institute of History of Pharmacy Award. And the American Institute of the History of Pharmacy is committed to fostering the teaching of the history of pharmacy in schools and colleges of pharmacy throughout the United States. To recognize outstanding work in the history of pharmacy, a certificate and some publications from the Institute are being presented. This honor is typically given to the person who scored the highest grade in the history of pharmacy class in the fall, and that individual this year is from the class of 2020, Glennis Watts. This next award I have the pleasure of presenting in honor of my own mother, and she would be appalled that her name is listed as Margaret A. Bissett in the program because she goes by Peggy and has her whole entire life. But my mother has been a registered nurse for over 35 years now, probably closer to 40. She would not like me to say that, so thank goodness she's in Texas this evening. But this was established to recognize a student who has demonstrated commitment to patient care and public health. My mother's very early career maternal and child health, working with health departments in particular. And so this scholarship, again, is given in honor of my mother. And so the recipient of the $500 Margaret A. Bissett Scholarship is from the class of 2021. I had the pleasure of working with him on Saturday morning in the rain, and that is Zachary Long. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Sandra Bowles, who will present the Academic Excellence and Appalachian and Pioneering Spirit Awards. Sorry about that. I've got the script up here that's not turning pages. Okay. The Academic Excellence Awards are provided to student pharmacists who have achieved the 3 highest cumulative grade point averages of their profession or class. Recipients must be an active member of at least one professional organization at the School of Pharmacy and have demonstrated appropriate progress towards the attainment of the core values of the profession of pharmacy. A portion of these awards is being funded by CVS Health. The recipients will receive a certificate signed by the Dean of the School of Pharmacy and a monetary award. And the recipients of the Academic Excellence Awards are, and we'll go by class, for the class of 2019, you'll come forward, please. Catherine Howerton. Alan Lamb. And Rachel Piet. For the class of 2020, we have David Heilig. Michael Joyce. And Vincent Chung. In the class of 2021, we have Carissa Clayton. Audrey Hayhurst. Zachary Long. And Faith Peters. Faith is not able to be with us this evening, but we'll certainly recognize her for this award. The next award is the Appalachian Spirit Award. The School of Pharmacy is committed to encouraging the professional growth and development of its students. We admit and graduate a diverse student population
who will have the knowledge, skills, and ability to provide high-quality care to the nation's increasingly diverse population. This award is established to provide financial assistance and support to an incoming first-year student pharmacist who has demonstrated loyalty and commitment, maturity, and resiliency in the field of financial need and/or hardship. The recipient will receive a certificate signed by the Dean of the School of Pharmacy and a monetary award of $1,500. The recipient of this year's Appalachian Spirit Award is Taylor Slisher from the class of 2021. The Pioneering Spirit Award is established to recognize student pharmacists who have demonstrated loyalty, commitment, and have provided outstanding service to the School of Pharmacy. These individuals are traditionally not elected or appointed officers, but have chosen to demonstrate their leadership ability and initiative by being altruistic and giving of their time and talents to the betterment of the School of Pharmacy. Their service is invaluable, and without their contributions, our achievements would not be possible. The recipient will receive a certificate signed by the Dean of the School of Pharmacy and a monetary award of $1,000. And this year, the recipient of the Pioneering Spirit Award is Kelly Dearson from the class of 2019. And now I would like to introduce Ms. Jamie Bureau, who will present the Leadership Achievement and Milan Awards.
The School of Pharmacy is committed to the encouragement of leadership development of its student pharmacists. These awards are established to recognize student pharmacists who have been elected to leadership positions within the School of Pharmacy in one of the officially recognized classes or professional organizations and have demonstrated outstanding commitment and service to their organization. This award is limited to 5 student pharmacists per year and is based on a recommendation letter from their advisor. The 4 recipients of the $500 Leadership Achievement Awards this year are Brandon Coleman, President, American College of Clinical Pharmacy, Class of 2019. Rachel Piet, President, American Pharmacists Association, Academy of Student Pharmacists, Class of 2019. Glenn Chiotis, Historian, Pharmacy Student Governance Association, Class of 2020. And Jess Truell Young, Secretary, Student Society of Health System Pharmacists, Class of 2019. Mylan Pharmaceuticals is pleased to recognize 1 graduate per School of Pharmacy whose pursuit of excellence has already put them in a class by themselves. This is a graduate who has made their mark through the academic achievement, professional motivation, and by demonstrating a unique ability to communicate drug information. The award is a lithograph entitled Pharmacy, A Tradition of Healing. The recipient of the 2018 Mylan Excellence in Pharmacy Award is Andrew Van Dusen, Class of 2018. would like to introduce Mr. Dave Boyer, who will present the Catherine S. Boyer Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. That helped for the class a little bit. I am honored tonight to present this award, which was previously known as the UCSOP Family Scholarship. After my wife's passing in 2009, my daughter Susan and I decided to change the name to forever honor her memory. Kathy was a wonderful mother and woman who always valued education. Kathy and I were married during our sophomore year in college and had our daughter Susan that spring. It was not always easy, but we both graduated before our daughter turned 4 years old. We felt that Susan sacrificed as much as we did for our diplomas, so when we walked across the stage to receive our diploma, we had Susan walk with us. We were extremely blessed to have family who supported us and helped us through that journey. When I started here at the University of Charleston, Kathy and I decided we wanted to help students whose situation most mirrored ours in school. Kathy was always a firm believer in paying it forward, and this was one way we could assist others. It is now my privilege to award the annual Catherine S. Boyer Memorial Scholarship to Chelsea Bailey, the class of 2020. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Sarah Embry, who will present the Bryant Residency Scholarship.
The Amy Bryan Scholarship is funded by Dr. Amy Bryan, who is a member of the inaugural class of 2010. This scholarship is being given to a student pharmacist who will be completing a residency after graduation from pharmacy school. Dr. Bryan is sponsoring 2 scholarships this year. The class of 2018 recipient of the $500 Amy Bryan Scholarship is Dominique Dobson, who will have her residency site at the Charleston Area Medical Center here in Charleston, West Virginia. I would now like to introduce Dr. Susan Gardner, who will present the Tubman Residency Scholarship.
The Tubman Scholarship is funded by Dr. Tess Tubman, who is also a member of the inaugural class of 2010. And this scholarship is being given to a student pharmacist who will be completing a residency after graduation from pharmacy school. And I arm wrestled with Dr. Embry to present this award this evening because it is going to a student who was on administrative rotation with me just a short time ago, and that is Amy Bateman, who will have her residency site at UCSOP Fruth Pharmacy in Nitro, West Virginia.
I'm also presenting this evening the Outstanding Graduate Awards, and these are given to a fourth-year student based on recommendations from their respective preceptors for a performance deemed to be at a greater level than their peers. These recommendations also take into consideration timeliness, motivation, quality of work, communication skills, and professionalism. The class of 2018 recipient of the $250 Community Outstanding Graduate Student is Karina Del Sol. The class of 2018 recipient of the $250 Health System Outstanding Graduate Student is Carissa Dotson. Finally, I'll be presenting the Carico Memorial Scholarship. Every student is told at the beginning of their curriculum in pharmacy school that it will be a lot easier if they have a good support system in place. Some have significant others, friends, or family. And our alumnus, Matt Carico, has had an amazingly supportive father and mother. His mother, Rita, was a person very giving of her time and efforts. She always looked to help those in need, be it a stranger, a new acquaintance, family, or friend. When Matt was in his fourth-year rotation, Rita was tragically taken from us. However, when times got tough, memories of Rita would give him the strength to keep pushing forward. Recalling the altruistic and ever-loving spirit that Rita embodied, Matt and his father, Fred, who is also a pharmacist, started this scholarship so that Rita can continue to help future pharmacy students as a supportive mother in their fourth year. The Rita Carico Memorial Scholarship was established to provide support to a student pharmacist during their fourth year. This $600 scholarship is sponsored by Boonville Discount Drug, where the co-owner is Dr. Matt Carico, class of 2010, and is in honor of his mother. The recipient of the Rita Carico Memorial Scholarship is Willard Ferguson, class of 2019. Now I would like to introduce Mr. David Poe, soon to be Dr. David Poe, who will be presenting the Kevin Doe Memorial Scholarship.
The Kevin Doe Memorial Scholarship was established to commemorate the loving memory and life of Kevin Doe, our late classmate and friend. Kevin was caring, kind, and helpful to those around him. This scholarship was made possible by the class of 2018 and a donation from Kevin's family. The recipient of the $1,500 Kevin Doe Memorial Scholarship is Rachel Piet, class of 2019. I'd like to introduce Dr. Lindsay Avery, who will present the Maggie Caine Memorial Scholarship.
Maggie Caine was a member of the class of 2013 who lost her life in a car accident in 2010 during her P1 year at the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy. She also did her undergraduate coursework at the University of Charleston. Maggie was a cherished member of our class, so in her memory, The class of 2013 is presenting a $500 scholarship annually to a member of the P1 class who embodies some of the attributes that we saw in Maggie, including being a West Virginia native, involved in his or her church, and demonstrating financial need. The recipient of the Maggie Caine Memorial Scholarship is Tyler Sims, class of 2021. I would now like to introduce Mr. Roger Davidson, who will present the Patrick Schnurr Memorial Scholarship.
Patrick Schnurr was a beloved member of the class of 2019 who lost his life at the conclusion of the fall semester of his P1 year. He was a brilliant student, very engaging, with an aptitude for taking the lead and an overwhelming personality. The recipient of the $500 Patrick Schnurr Memorial Scholarship is Brandy Keaton, class of 2021. And I would now like to introduce Ms. Jamie Bureau, who will present the Fruth Scholarships.
Thank you. I got the information this morning that the Fruth board meeting was going to be running late, so I'm substituting for Dr. Drew Massey. Each year, Fruth strives to identify and reward students that reflect the values of service and integrity that we hold dear as a company. These individuals are expected to place the highest priorities on patient service and promoting positive outcomes within the communities our pharmacies proudly serve. The recipients of the $1,000 Fruth Scholarships are Catherine Howerton, class of 2019. And Haley Shepard, class of 2021. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Jody Dotson, who will present the CBS Scholarship.
CBS Health has a long tradition of supporting the academic aspirations of young scholars. One of the ways we achieve this is by offering student pharmacists the opportunity to apply for the CBS Health Charitable Trust Scholarship. The future success of our company, the health of our community, and the overall prosperity of our economy relies heavily on our educational system and its accessibility to students. We are proud that this program has helped hundreds of students achieve their goal of furthering their education. The recipient of the $1,000 CBS Health Scholarship is William Kim, class of 2018. I would now like to introduce Dr. Michelle Knight, who will present the NACDS Walgreens Diversity and Inclusion and Walmart Scholarships.
National Association of Chain Drugstores, or NACDS Foundation, demonstrates that we as an industry value pharmacy education, and we are working together to strengthen the pharmacy profession and community pharmacy's commitment to enhancing patient care, especially during these challenging times. The recipient of the $1,000 National Association of Chain Drugstore Scholarship is Irene Valieros, class of 2019. Walgreens understands the importance of pharmacy education and the significance of scholarships designated to supporting student pharmacists. Walgreens has provided a $1,000 scholarship to a student pharmacist who can demonstrate a commitment to diversity and inclusion. The recipient of the Walgreens Diversity and Inclusion Excellence Award is Afundum Tanyi, class of 2019. Walmart annually supports a pharmacy scholarship program to demonstrate the company's commitment to education. The recipient of the $1,000 Walmart scholarship is Na Fong Nguyen, class of 2018. And I believe she is not in attendance this evening. Okay, thank you. I would like to introduce Mrs. Sherry Witters, who will present the Drug Emporium Outstanding Intern Scholarship.
Drug Emporium Pharmacy appreciates the opportunity to assist in educating the pharmacists of the future. This award was established to recognize interns who completed an APBE rotation this year and have demonstrated excellence in drug knowledge, customer service, communication skills, and an interest in the welfare of our patients. The recipient of the $1,000 Drug Emporium Outstanding Intern Scholarship is Ruby Ann Olatan, class of 2018. I would like to introduce Dr. Cassie Legary, who, along with respective class presidents, will present the Preceptor, faculty, and staff members of the year.
Good evening. The Preceptor of the Year award goes to the fourth-year experiential education component of UC's Doctor of Pharmacy curriculum that allows students to fully experience the rigors of pharmacy practice. This preceptor acts as a mentor to the student to guide them through daily practice at the clinical site. The Preceptor of the Year demonstrates high standards of professionalism, a spirit of cooperation with the School of Pharmacy, commitment to students as a professional mentor and teacher. Fourth-year students nominated the Preceptor of the Year based on the following criteria: outstanding student mentoring in the clinical setting, demonstrated clinical knowledge and practice management skills,
encouragement of student participation in a clinical setting, stimulation of critical thinking and reasoning skills, informative, strong communication skills, respect for student pharmacists, strong cultural competency skills, consistent community involvement, and good relationships with site staff or healthcare team. To present the Preceptor of the Year Award is Class President, Ms. Victoria Oyewole.
As a pharmacy student, you find out very early on in your clinical advanced training that you don't know as much about patient care as you thought you did. And you are blessed with little guardian angels called preceptors who help guide you along the way and really challenge you to push yourself to a greater level of patient care. They also sacrifice hours in training the pharmacists of tomorrow and reassure us that indeed you did learn something over the last 3 years of your didactic training, and also how to better apply that in any critical patient setting that you will be in. The Preceptor of the Year, as Dr. McGarry mentioned, is awarded to the preceptor that has, really shown a commitment to service, also involvement in the community, and created fantastic relationships with their healthcare team. Greatly appreciated by their peers, physicians, students, and residents, this preceptor is nicknamed by his healthcare team as Siri because he usually knows the answer to almost everything. No matter if you ask a student, a physician, a pharmacist, they'll all tell you this preceptor is equally as genuine as he is intelligent. This preceptor not only authors many well-recognized journal articles and clinical chapters in textbooks, but maintains national activity in national pharmacy organizations and also teaches pharmacokinetics and pharmacotherapy courses at West Virginia University. They are the ultimate guru in things that deal with critically ill patients, nutrition support, and also therapeutic drug monitoring. This person's students will best describe him as patient, kind, and humble. He goes above and beyond to help make sure that you achieve your goals and cultivate competitive residency candidates for PGY1 training. Because of his impact, his students feel prepared to excel in any clinical rotation that they come across, and also to quickly see the importance in management within the pharmacy field. From my personal experience, I can attest to the many responsibilities this preceptor holds, and it doesn't matter if he's experiencing a rough day or is stressed, he always has a smile, a joke, and a very positive demeanor. Although I did my best to capture his presence, I don't think there's enough words to fully captivate his presence and his impact. Unfortunately, he won't be here tonight, but on his behalf, Dr. Stephen Cook will be accepting the award for Preceptor of the Year, Dr. Brian M. Hodges.
The Teacher of the Year Award is given to an outstanding teacher on the faculty of the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy each year. Faculty are nominated by students during the spring semester and then selected by the Faculty Affairs Committee in consultation with student representatives, usually class presidents. Nominees are selected for consideration based on the following criteria: concern for student learning, general knowledge base, encouragement of student participation in the learning process, ability to stimulate learning, informative to students, pedagogical organization, communication skills, correlation between lectures and exams, fairness in the classroom, respect for students, and the ability to discuss matters outside of class. To introduce the class of 2018 Teacher of the Year Award is, again, Ms. Victoria Oyewole.
The next award is presented to an individual who was nominated best based on their abilities to captivate
advanced pharmacy experiences for the P4 students. Her students write, this preceptor is an exemplary teacher and preceptor who takes their time to help students. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to teaching. They teach in such a way that everyone can understand and very open to questions. Another comments that this pharmacist is caring and compassionate towards their students and patients. They truly have a heart for teaching. They break things down in a simple manner and in a way that their students are able to understand. She talks through the issues with students so that incorrect options are quickly ruled out. Because of her dedication, she makes her students feel that they can climb their career ladder using all the knowledge gained to help influence the lives of their patients. During another student's interaction, they have learned how to speak about heart problems in patient-friendly language from this preceptor. I have yet to find someone who can talk tirelessly about hyperlipidemia and also atrial fibrillation as this preceptor, and it is very admirable. Because of her, I know every UC student can probably always remember the famous 3 words, AFib begets AFib. In all things, she strives for excellence and produces quality in all her endeavors. It is my honor to present the class of 2018's Teacher of the Year Award to Dr. Christy Lucas.
And now presenting the P3 Teacher of the Year Award is Mr. Roger Davidson.
Hello, my name is Roger Davidson, as Bruce said, and as president of the UCSOP Pharmacy Class of 2019, it is my pleasure tonight to award the P3 Professor of the Year Award. The individual to whom we grant this award shall, by our definition of an outstanding professor, be knowing, not just of pharmacy, but of reality and the world. Be passionate not only in their area of expertise, but also the world in making a difference in the lives of their patients. Giving of themselves and their knowledge and experiences to better their students and help us to succeed. And finally, a willingness to flow with change. This individual requests that we speak up and let it be known if we feel there is a better way or something we feel is missing from our education. Individuals who nominated this individual wrote of their encompassing knowledge base, ability to stimulate learning even when the subject at hand is drier than week-old toast in the Sahara. Skill at conveying knowledge in such a way that we are engaged in the discussion and actively put the knowledge gained to use. Respect for their students, both our minds and our precious limited time. Capacity to discuss matters which are not within the realm of school, and their philanthropic mindset. Since our P1 year, we have known this individual as a professor, but now most, I dare say many in my class, would consider them a friend and mentor. The knowledge imparted to us by this individual will be put to great use regardless of where we decide to practice pharmacy, whether it be in retail, hospital, or even an ambulatory care clinic. No matter where we practice, we will need to know the best questions to ask, how to interpret the facts to come to a rational conclusion, and how to be respectful while still holding our ground when we believe someone else is in the wrong. The P3 Professor of the Year Award for the 2017-18 academic year is awarded to Dr. Shelley Schlesinger.
And now presenting the P2 Teacher of the Year Award is Mr. Rawlings Ebot Enow.
I'm very honored to represent the class of 2020 to present this award to this teacher.
This person is kind, cares deeply for their students, and is willing to go above and beyond to help us succeed. This instructor is very passionate about teaching, which makes learning an amazing experience. This teacher does not only prepare you to be a good pharmacist, but is devoted in seeing you develop in other areas of your personal life. One of my classmates described this person as a professor that is passionate about teaching, as well as a parent figure who is always willing to listen to you whenever you just want to talk to. Which is very helpful considering the fact that this program is very stressful. Personally, I've never seen this professor get angry at anyone. This person is very optimistic, even during moments when you deeply doubt yourself. This teacher is an inspiration to all students. This professor has made such an impact on our class. Another classmate quoted, "I will use the information I learned in this teacher's class not only while being a practicing pharmacist, but also the values this teacher has instilled in me to be a better person." I owe it to myself to motivate another student or person I will encounter in my career. This instructor embodies all the qualities a student wants in a teacher. Easy to talk to, a good communicator, cares deeply for students, selflessness, and dependable, just to name a few. So on behalf of the class of 2020, it's with great honor that I present the Teacher of the Year Awards to Dr. Rebecca Linger.
And now to present the P1 Teacher of the Year Award is Ms. Taylor Schleiser.
Hello, and it is my honor to present the P1 Teacher of the Year Award tonight. This professor was chosen because of qualities that students have pointed out as this year has progressed. This person shows passion and drive to their pharmacy practice and in class. They also have expressed the strong desire to see the knowledge students learn to be applied in their rotations, their community service work, and in their own future pharmacy practice. They are an amazing example of having a passion for your job in multiple aspects. This professor also goes the extra mile for their students and is described as a role model type of pharmacist. When a student is struggling with a concept, they take the extra time to help them learn so that students can understand and apply it. This individual always makes topics interesting and even brings in examples or devices to give a tangible perspective to their students. Students have said that through this teacher's work and passion for their patients, they have gained a new perspective of many types of patients that they may come into contact with, remembering that everyone that walks through the door should be treated with compassion, understanding, and in a professional manner. It takes a special kind of individual to have such a passion and show so much dedication to a population that is many times forgotten. I am sure through the next years, the P1 class will get to know this professor even more and appreciate all that they have done for their students and their community. The P1 Teacher of the Year Award for the 2017 through 2018 academic year goes to Dr. Lindsay Avery.
The Teacher of the Year recipients become eligible for the highest honor among teachers at the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy, the Golden Apple Award. The recipient is selected by the Faculty Affairs Committee with consultation from the student representatives based upon their input from their respective classes. I'd like to invite the class presidents back up to announce the award.
We are excited to present the recipient of this year's Golden Apple Award to a faculty member of the pharmacy school who has a presence that leaves a lasting impression on every student that she encounters. Every distinct quirk fits into the big picture of what makes this individual so special to her students. This person holds a great respect for the principles of the academic realm and also the research field, but still carries the compassion that pushes them to ensure that her students have the tools needed to be successful in their coursework.
This instructor is welcome and engaging with every student in class. She makes the most of technology and enhances our understanding of the materials being taught. This instructor incorporates humor in almost every topic in class, which makes difficult topics easier to understand. They always strive to find different ways to cater to the different learning style of her students.
This person has such a unique and amazing personality. They've always had a passion for their topics and the classes they teach. And they've always had great stories that can tie into the subject. And it could also just be a random funny story. They even showed, especially this year, a dedication to a class, even when it came to video chatting with their students, sending emails, and making voiceover PowerPoints while they were gone. Their drive for their research is admirable and loves talking about it. This person finds optimism in any situation, and her teaching methods are incomparable.
In conclusion, this individual helps accelerate learning by bringing together the knowledge needed and breaking it down into its basic elements so that it can be absorbed and used to fuel our learning. Does this sound familiar? I hope it does, since I just described one of the functions of amylase, an enzyme. Without our professors, we could learn material, but it would take us many times over to learn what we do in the span of a few hours with their help. One final joke before I announce the winner. What do you call the enzyme that breaks down ice cream? Haagen-Dazs. So without further ado, and before I get pelted with lycopene, I would like to announce this year's Golden Apple Award winner, Dr. Rebecca Linger.
The Staff Member of the Year Award is given annually to an outstanding member of the School of Pharmacy staff based on nominations received. The winner is selected based on the following criteria: professional in interactions with others, supportive of the mission of the School of Pharmacy, performs effectively as a member of a team, remains optimistic at all times, even during stressful events, contributes to the success of others, respectful of others regardless of differences, volunteers time even when not required to do so, involved in all aspects of the school, even outside events, good university citizenship, and promotes the School of Pharmacy. The recipient of the 2018 Staff Member of the Year Award goes to Mrs. Marcia Sheets. Mrs. Sheets is here this evening, so we will be sure to recognize her at another time. I would like to introduce Dr. Susan Gardner, who will introduce the Professional Organization of the Year.
The Student Affairs Committee, based on their selection on the amount and the breadth of events, the percentage of members who participated in their events, and how their activities related to the organization's mission, as well as to the mission of the School of Pharmacy, chooses the Professional Organization of the Year. And so this year's awardee is an organization that collectively has 129 members total. They're the largest organization within the School of Pharmacy. 77% of their membership participated in an event of some type this academic year. Many of those events were community outreach events like health fairs, also educating the public about diabetes, as well as educating children in classrooms about the importance of medication safety and proper medication disposal. They also hosted a signature event, White Coats, at the mall, and they coordinated a health fair at Pharmacist Day at the legislature. So congratulations to the American Pharmacists Association, the Academy of Student Pharmacists, and we would like to ask for the 2017-2018 president, Rachel Piet, and her advisor, the organization's advisor, Dr. Lindsay Acree, to please come forward and accept the award. And now we're going to turn the tables a little bit and recognize our faculty. And the following faculty and staff members have volunteered their time and talents to serve as an advisor of one of the recognized professional organizations or classes within the School of Pharmacy. As an advocate for student involvement, student leadership development, and student participation in co-curricular activities, these individuals have championed to develop and initiate the structure of student governance within the School of Pharmacy. The achievements of student programming would not have been possible this year without their willingness to put the best interest of the student in the future of quality student programming as paramount. I should also add that many of these individuals serve as pharmacists in charge, or the individual responsible for overseeing point-of-care testing at many of our health fairs. They're often here on weekends and evenings and putting in extra hours, even at student meetings in the evening. So we're very thankful for all of these faculty who have served as advisors. And so as I call your name, if you please come forward to be recognized. Dr. Lindsay Acree, the American Pharmacists Association, Academy of Student Pharmacists. Dr. Jamie Bennett, who is an alum of the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy, National Community Pharmacists Association. Mr. David Boyer, Student Society of Health System Pharmacists. Ms. Jane Condi, Student National Pharmaceutical Association. Dr. Stephen Cook, class of 2018, and also a Pharmacy Fellows Advisor. Dr. Jennifer Detra, American College of Clinical Pharmacy. Ms. Barbara Doak, class of 2021. Dr. Sarah Embry, Student Society of Health System Pharmacist and Lambda Kappa Sigma. Dr. Tamer Fandy, class of 2021. Dr. Alice Gaubauer, Phi Delta Chi, and class of 2020. Dr. Leah Hall, Christian Pharmacist Fellowship International. Dr. Carrie Jungle, American Society of Consultant Pharmacists. Dr. Michelle Knight, Lambda Kappa Sigma. Dr. Michaela Leffler, class of 2019, and Rho Chi. And I hope she had the good sense to sit near the front, but Dr. Rebecca Linger, Rho Chi, and class of 2019, and also a Pharmacy Fellows Advisors.
Dr. Christy Bishop, who's Phi Lambda Sigma, and the American College Student Governments Association, and the Student National Pharmaceutical Association.
And of course, I would like to recognize Dr. Susan Gardner, who is one of the advisors for the Pharmacy Student Governments Association.
So as the members of the class of 2019 line up for their rites of passage ceremony, I would like to introduce our dean, Dr. Michelle Easton, who will provide the history behind the rites of passage ceremony.
Difficulty in pharmacy school is not learning cardiovascular drugs or chemotherapeutic agents. It's lining up for great occasions such as this. The rites of passage ceremony, this is a time where we acknowledge, recognize, and celebrate the achievements of students who are completing their third year of pharmacy school, which has primarily been didactic or in the classroom in nature, the vast majority of their training in the first 3 years. And they are getting ready to transition into their fourth and final year of the pharmacy curriculum. And while in the fourth year, primarily they are not inside the walls of the University of Charleston, rather they are in full-time experiences in clinical settings under the leadership of preceptors, having the opportunity to understand and apply the information that they've learned in their first 3 years. A lot of the great learning that occurs in pharmacy school occurs in your fourth year, where you have the opportunity not just to apply the information, but it becomes a little bit more impactful as to why you're learning the information, because you see real life patients in front of you every day, and you have the opportunity to save a life, to encourage a patient, and to make their health lives better. So as a tradition in the University of Charleston School of Pharmacy, we wanted to have a ceremony where we acknowledged and congratulate the students on completing or close to completing their 3 years of didactic instruction and celebrate the transition that they are getting ready to embark upon as they go into their fourth and final year in the curriculum. Rites of passages are ceremonies that are celebrated in various different cultures. Many times the rites of passage may be your transition from adolescence into adulthood. In this instance, this is a transition which we're very proud of our students, but we also recognize and try to encourage them about the importance of continued learning, even though they're not here on campus. And so this is a wonderful time, an opportunity for each of the students to be called by name, to recognize and receive a University of Charleston School of Pharmacy lapel pin commemorating their transition into full-time experiential experiences in less than 2 months, or 3 months, 2.5 months. And they also have the opportunity to be in front of finite witnesses, celebrating, recognizing the achievements and accomplishments of these students. Joined in this ceremony will be Dr. Julie Tessman, Ms. Jane Condi, representing our Office of Experiential Education, which is a hard-working department that ensures that the quality and experiences are available, and dedicated preceptors are assigned to students and students to preceptors, along with the advisor for the class of 2019, Dr. Becky Linger, our Golden Apple recipient. Students and the class of 2019, congratulations on your achievement thus far. Continued success to you as you finish the spring semester, and best wishes as you continue in the development of becoming a pharmacist. Let's give them a round of applause before the ceremony. Ms. Jamie Biro, Director of Student Affairs, is going to assist in calling the names of the students, or is that Dr. Linder? Okay. Ms. Biro is going to make sure that the names are called, and feel free to acknowledge and recognize as each student comes forward this achievement of receiving their lapel pin. Ms. Biro.
Hassan Abutan. Allison Adams. George Akumbu. Tamim Badwan. Samantha Beckman. Christopher Burko. Jasiras Bochessian. Alyssa Bradford. Taylor Clemens. Brandon Coleman. Grandy Dang. Roger Davidson. Jawanda Davis. Kelsey Durson. Irene Valieros. Willard Ferguson. Jessica Ferris. Leela Fleming. Giovanni Gonzalez. Brandon Gray. Amber Gross. Kendra Hall. Eric Hansen. Grant Hank. Tron Hong. Catherine Howerton. Evelyn Ito. Tony Ewu. Bhavandeep Jawanda. Sally Johnson. Emily Jordan. Betty Casito. Alan Lamb. Hong Lee. Justin Lee. Ajada Baugh. Amanda Miller. Desiree Montgomery. Cyprian Nana. Blanche Fun. Michael Okebugu. Megan Osborne. Rachel Piet. Austin Shambaugh. Wasim Slady. Haley Smith. Sydney Sowell. Afundam Tanyi. Kyle Tice. Jess Truel Young. Heidi Whitman. William Wiltman. Angela Withrow. Sarah Yagovich. Thank you for attending tonight's events. Congratulations to the award winners and the class of 2019 on their rites of passage.